Welcome to the reading for Beltane, the celebration of fertility from the wheel of the year, when people are dancing around the maypole and they honor the mother, the flowers, the nature. In Roman festival called Floralia was dedicated to the goddess Flora. We can create our own altar if we like for the celebration in 1st of May normally. It's also known as May Eve, like one of the 3 nights during the year when the veil between the spirit world and our world is thin and we connect with the magical beings by a fire festival. But astrologically speaking, it's around 5 of May. So that's why I choose to do this reading today, even if the 1st of May was some days ago. And for the energy, I choose the Celtic Oracle, tree oracle, because this is one of the symbols of this celebration. And I will start the reading with the first tree, the birch. And as much as I would like to be able to read the equivalent in Irish language, I think it's bech. I checked on internet because I believe that the sounds also have a certain vibration and it's important. It's number 1 because it's associated with the first lunar month of the Celtic year, which is November, and it means a new start. The tree as such is also used for the maypole, and it's also for the cleansing fire, the fire, like we mentioned, the fire festival. And one of the goddess associated with this tree is this goddess Bludevit. She is always in the proximity of the owl, so a sign of wisdom. But this is about initiating into a higher level of awareness, and then the discernment that we have, it's very much based on our inner knowingness. We will create here also our own maypole. The second card is the rowan, this beautiful tree. It's in Irish, if I say it well, it is lewen, I don't know. But the name as such is also ruin, where the rune are coming in the Norse mythology. And if we look at the fruits of this tree, if we cut them, we can see there is a pentagram inside. And it's also called the blood of gods. And then I look for a dragon, because we can also think the blood of the gods, the dragon. We can look for a dragonfly charm. So this particular one offers us light, wisdom, and strength. And it says everything is going to be fine. And it has here the pentagram, a dragonfly that a lot of people are associated with mother. I personally associated with my own mother. When I see dragonfly, I think of her and I feel like she's still around me. One day I even had, in the evening, I live on the 9th floor, and a dragonfly somehow, I think still miraculous, entered my bedroom. I found it between the curtains, and she spent the night with my apartment. The next day I thought, what am I going to do? Maybe she becomes my pet. I even start checking online how can you what they are eating and how can I take care of her. But then the window was open, and the next day she left. But it always remain as a dear memory, like when my mother was close to me. So this is the second tree. The third tree, it's the alder, and if I can pronounce this correctly, it's a fern, and it's very good to build bridges over water. and in a way reclaim the ground from water. It was used for prophecies. It's also believed that if you sleep near water, you can hear or you can get messages. And for that reason, also because we are talking about one of the nights where we can connect much easier with the magic realm, I choose a card from the fairy oracle, and I got this beautiful Dover of the waters. I think I pronounce it well. I think the word Dover, it's actually the word for a well. And for this particular card, I'm going to look in the book of the deck because the stories are so beautiful. It's about serenity, meditation, gracefully accepting change. And it invites us for a moment to close our eyes and just feel the cool, sparkling fairy waters flowing through our fingers. Imagine drinking this sparkling water from your own cupped hands and imagine the water flowing down your throat. You may even be able to feel the magical, energy-filled flow right through your own hands. Throughout the world, there are healing wells, both for general health and specific diseases. In modern time, many of the fair qualities have been diluted. Fairy waters reflect the emotional state of the human people around them, so the fairy waters that come through to our world have lessened impurity and power in places where people are living especially stressful lives. Maybe an invitation for us to appreciate more the water that we have and to see how much it can cleanse our body. And as the message of the card, water is mutable, changeable fluid, and this fairy speaks to us of particular kind of change of emotion and possibly a change in health. We have important choices to make about how we meet those changes and where we let them take us, toward the calm, flowing purity of the fairy waters or the boiling cauldron of hot temper and steamy emotion. The choice is obvious, but we sometimes forget that we have it. The fairy reminds us that we do have a choice, and making it wisely or unwisely determines our future. The things we need in life remain constant, no matter what is going on or how hectic the changes and pressure in our life may be. We need nurturing and love, and it is ultimately up to us to provide that for ourselves. The healing fairies will help us if we ask them to. The next tree is the willow. I think the Irish name is Sachjuch, associated with the lunar rhythm of life, the feminine energy. I still have a kind of memory that my grandmother used to say that if I take a branch of this tree and walk on the soil, and when it will vibrate in a certain way, and I think there were the fairies. It's a story that I have in my head from my childhood time. I look at the card associated with the willow, and it says, "Be as generous in sharing your gifts as your teachers have been with you. Be a wise steward of your resources." And we see here that one of the use of these willow branches, but I think it's very much about our feminine intuition and how to use it. Then the first tree is the ash or the neuch. It's a tree that looks like the tree of life of the Yggdrasil from the Norse mythology, and it's about the microcosmos and the macrocosmos, or like we think of as above, so below. I also have this beautiful card from a wooden tarot called the World, and we can see it here, the tree, the Yggdrasil, the three worlds, and maybe get inspired by the fact that it's the world card, the last card from a major arcana. So when it ends, in the end of everything we begin. It's also, we can almost see here the infinity sign if we choose to, and with this 0 point of neutrality where we are called to be in these times. Then the next tree is the hawthorn, or in Irish, I don't want to upset anybody with my pronunciation, what I think. And it connects us with fairies, and it's also used for the maypole. It's about cleansing and protection. It's also used for love spells. So that's why I thought I will pick up a card from the Love Oracle, and the card was this beautiful card of trust with the message: transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So that's about our inner magical realm. And the last one said that with 7 we can have a nice circle of fire here. The last card, it's the oak, like the king of the forest, the Irish name, the Dwyer. It's the doorway to the mystery and to strength. The druid is one with the wisdom of the oak tree. And that's why I look for the card of the druid. And this card invites us to hold the space. And I will say, hold the space for the magic in your life, for your sacred soul. Keep your heart open and celebrate life and nature in all forms. Reconnect with your physicality and with your spirituality in the same time, with all this magic world around us. Find balance, like in this beautiful tree of life. Trust that we are all on exactly where we are supposed to be. Don't forget to hold the space. Thank you for watching.